Sometimes friendship costs more than you think. In this case, it cost $40 million for 150 jobs and 4 lives. Be me, 46, standing in the empty lobby of what used to be a $40 million company. Nashville Logistics Solutions employed 450 people for 26 years. Now it's just me, the bankruptcy liquidator, and auction stickers. Walking through silent offices where dispatch used to coordinate 180 trucks. Server rooms powered down for the last time. Herman Miller chairs tagged for auction at $50 each. Conference room where we used to plan routes. Now empty except for whiteboard. Still has last week's delivery numbers written on it, frozen in time. This is what corporate death looks like. Not dramatic, just quiet and empty. You want to know how a $40 million company dies in 6 months? Let me show you. It starts with an HR director who values friendship over safety and ends with 4 people dead on I-95. I'm Daniel. I was operations manager here for 20 years. Started as a driver in 2004, worked every job, knew every route. Worked my way up to operations manager, making $135,000. Knew the fleet like the back of my hand, every truck, every driver. This company was my life, these people were my family. And I watched it all get destroyed because HR protected the wrong person. Let me take you back 18 months when everything was still pine. August 2024, company is thriving, $40 million in annual revenue. We're a regional logistics company, trucking and warehousing. Service Tennessee, Kentucky, both Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama. Fleet of 180 trucks, mix of long-haul semis and delivery vehicles. 450 employees total, drivers, dispatchers, warehouse mechanics, office staff. Founder and CEO is a guy named Frank, 62, built this from nothing. Started with 1 truck in 1998, grew it to $40 million operation. He's thinking about retirement, wants to professionalize management, hires new HR director to modernize operations and prepare for succession. Woman named Amanda, 41, comes from corporate background. Most recent role was HR director at retail chain, $155,000 salary. She's brought in to transform company culture and upgrade HR practices. First day, she's talking about culture fit and employee engagement metrics. I'm skeptical, but cooperative. Company's been informal. Maybe we need structure. September 2024, Amanda is settling in, doing her listening tour. Meets with all department heads, takes notes, asks questions. When she meets with me, talks a lot about modernizing operations. How do you measure productivity? What are your KPIs? We measure on-time delivery, safety record, driver retention, fuel efficiency. What about cost per mile, asset utilization, operational efficiency? We track those, but they're secondary to safety and service quality. She makes a note, opportunity to increase focus on efficiency metrics. I'm a bit concerned, but figure she's just doing corporate HR speak. October 2024, Amanda makes her first major hire. Operations project manager position, reports to me, helps coordinate projects. She hires woman named Tiffany, 38, from her previous company. They work together at the retail chain. Amanda vouches for her. Tiffany's great at operations optimization and project management. Does she have logistics experience? This is specialized industry. She's a fast learner and brings fresh perspective. Tiffany starts, she's energetic and confident, but clearly new to logistics. I have to explain everything. DOT regulations, hours of service, weight limits. She's taking notes, asking questions, seems overwhelmed but trying. Her background is retail distribution, very different from trucking. First month, she's learning, sitting in on dispatch, riding with drivers. Seems okay. She's green, but everyone starts somewhere. November 2024, Tiffany starts implementing her ideas. She's very focused on metrics, utilization rates, cost per mile, on-time percentage. Creates dashboards, sends daily reports, tracks everything. Some of it is useful. Some of it misses the point of trucking operations. Then she starts looking at maintenance schedules, sees opportunity. Why are trucks offline from maintenance so frequently? Federal regulations, DOT, require specific inspection intervals. How strict are those intervals? Is there flexibility? No flexibility. These are legal requirements, safety critical. Our maintenance supervisor is a guy named Ray, 58, been here 25 years. He explains to Tiffany how brake inspections work. Every truck needs full brake inspection every 90 days minimum. Plus pre-trip inspections daily. Plus anytime driver reports issue. That seems excessive. Can't we optimize the schedule? No, this is federal law, not a suggestion. I back Ray up. Brakes are non-negotiable. This is safety and legal compliance. Tiffany seems frustrated. We're taking trucks offline for 4 to 6 hours each inspection. That's lost revenue. There must be more efficient approach. The efficient approach is keeping our trucks safe and legal. Week later, Tiffany presents analysis in operations meeting. We have opportunity to improve truck utilization by 8%. If we extend maintenance intervals to maximum allowable and batch inspections. Ray interrupts. We're already at maximum intervals. Can't extend further. DOT regulations specify 90 days. We're doing exactly 90 days. Tiffany pushes back. Regulations allow for some interpretation. No, they don't. This is federal law with criminal penalties for violations. I step in. Ray's right. We're not touching the maintenance schedule. This is safety and compliance. It's non-negotiable. Tiffany looks to Amanda for support. Amanda says, let's explore all options. There may be room for optimization. After meeting, I pull Amanda aside. We cannot mess with maintenance schedules. This is serious liability. I understand, but we should be open to Tiffany's fresh perspective. Fresh perspective doesn't override federal safety regulations. She's annoyed. You're being resistant to new ideas. I'm being protective of company safety and legal compliance. December 2024, things start going wrong. Ray comes to me concerned. Tiffany is pressuring my mechanics, asking them to defer inspections, saying we're being too cautious. What did you tell her? I told her no, but she's going around me to the mechanics directly. I email Tiffany, copying Amanda. All maintenance decisions go through Ray. He's supervisor for a reason. He knows DOT regulations inside out. Tiffany responds, I'm just exploring efficiency opportunities. As operations PM, I need to understand all aspects of operations. Amanda adds, let's give Tiffany room to learn and contribute. Week later, Ray catches something alarming. Maintenance logs show inspections that didn't happen. 3 trucks marked as brake inspection complete. On days mechanics were off. Someone's falsifying records, Ray tells me. I didn't sign off on these inspections. They never happened. I checked the digital logs. Entries were made by Tiffany. She has system access as operations PM, entered fake inspection completions. This is federal crime, falsifying DOT-required maintenance records. I confront her immediately. Why did you log inspections that didn't happen? Those trucks are pine. They don't need inspection yet. That's not your decision, and you can't falsify federal records. I'm optimizing operations. Those inspections were a waste of time. This is criminal. You're falsifying federally required safety documentation. She's defensive. You're being dramatic. I'm managing resources efficiently. I escalate to Amanda. Formal meeting with all 3 of us. Tiffany falsified maintenance records. This is federal violation. Show Amanda the evidence, the logs, Ray's documentation. This is serious. This is DOT fraud, criminal penalties. Amanda looks at the records, then at Tiffany. Can you explain your thinking here? Tiffany gives her version. Those trucks were recently serviced. Scheduling formal inspections was redundant. I was optimizing workflow. This is bullshit, but Amanda seems to buy it. It sounds like a miscommunication about procedures. No, this is deliberate falsification of federal safety records. Amanda is cold now. Daniel, you're being very aggressive about this. I'm being accurate about this. These are federal violations. I think we need to discuss your management style. My management style is following the law. Meeting ends badly, nothing resolved, Tiffany isn't disciplined. I start documenting everything in personal files. Every email, every conversation, every warning I give. Building CYA file, because I know this is headed somewhere bad. Ray does the same. We're both keeping detailed records. January 2025, situation escalates. Ray reports more falsified inspections. Now 15 trucks affected. All entered by Tiffany. All inspections that never happened. Some of these trucks are now legitimately overdue for inspections. Should have been done weeks ago. Now they're illegal to operate. I send formal email to Amanda with full documentation. 15 trucks with falsified inspection records. All entered by Tiffany. All verified by Ray as never performed. Several trucks now overdue for legally required inspections. We have major safety liability and federal compliance violation. Recommend immediate suspension of Tiffany and full safety audit. Amanda's response is shocking. I'm concerned about the hostile work environment you're creating. Tiffany has raised concerns about your resistance to her leadership. This appears to be a pattern of undermining female management. I'm opening HR investigation into your conduct. Wait, what? I'm reporting federal crimes, and she's investigating me? Call my lawyer friend. Can HR investigate me for reporting safety violations? No, that's retaliation. That's illegal. Document everything. You may need it. I forward all my documentation to personal email. Keep copies off-site. Ray does the same. We both know we're being set up. Meanwhile, trucks with overdue inspections are still running routes. Now 40 trucks affected, 22% of our fleet. Some drivers are noticing issues, brakes feeling soft or delayed. Report it to dispatch, told to keep driving, maintenance will handle it. But maintenance isn't handling it because Tiffany is blocking the work. Late January, I try one more time. Email to Amanda, copying CEO Frank. We have critical safety situation, 40 trucks overdue for brake inspections. Drivers reporting brake performance issues. We need to ground affected trucks immediately and complete all inspections. This is beyond operations dispute. This is imminent safety hazard. Frank responds, is this as serious as Daniel says? Amanda responds, Daniel is overstating the issue. We're managing maintenance scheduling efficiently. There's no safety hazard. This is resistance to new management approach. Frank trusts Amanda. She's the HR professional. He defers to her. Amanda, you handle this. Make sure we're compliant. She responds, we're fully compliant. I'm monitoring the situation. This is a lie. We're not compliant. 40 trucks are illegal to operate. But Frank doesn't know that. He believes his HR director. February 14th, 2025, Valentine's Day, the day everything ends. Friday afternoon, 2:47 p.m., I'm in office doing paperwork. Truck number 47 is southbound on 95 in Virginia, pulling full load. Driver's guy named Marcus, 42, been with us for 15 years. Good driver, experienced, safe, never had major accident. He's hauling 40,000 pounds of freight, going 65 mph in right lane. Approaching stop traffic, construction zone ahead. He presses brake pedal, nothing happens. Presses harder, pedal goes to floor, no braking. Emergency brake also fails, system is completely gone. He's screaming into radio, my brakes failed, I can't stop. Tries to swerve, but he's carrying too much weight. Plows into stop traffic at full speed. Hits sedan directly, family of 4 inside. Father, 36, mother, 34, daughter 9, son 6. They're crushed instantly, killed on impact. Marcus's truck continues. Hits 2 more cars before jackknifing. 5 more people injured, but the family in Sedan is gone. All 4 dead at the scene, never had a chance. I get the call at 3:15 p.m., Virginia State Police. One of your trucks was involved in fatal accident on I-95. 4 fatalities, multiple injuries, driver survived. My blood goes cold. What happened? Driver reported brake failure. Vehicle couldn't stop. We're impounding the truck for investigation. I immediately check maintenance record for truck number 47. Last inspection, November 2nd, 2024, over 14 weeks ago. Should have been inspected by February 2nd. Was 12 days overdue. Digital log shows inspection on February 1st, entered by Tiffany. But I know from Ray this inspection never happened. Ray confirms, we never touched that truck, log is fake. This is exactly what I warned about. Now 4 people are dead. I call Amanda immediately. We have fatal accident, brake failure. Truck was overdue for inspection. Records were falsified. 4 people are dead. This is everything I warned you about. She's silent for a long time. Then, we need to get lawyers involved. We needed to get maintenance involved. I told you this would happen. That night, news coverage begins. Family's photos on every channel. Father was high school teacher. Mother was nurse. Daughter was in 4th grade. Son was in 1st grade. Valentine's Day. They were coming home from dinner. Now, they're dead because our project manager skipped brake inspections. And our HR director protected her when I reported it. Monday, February 17th, NTSB arrives to investigate. Commercial vehicle fatal crash, federal jurisdiction. They examine the truck's brake system, find complete failure. Brake pads worn to metal, rotors damaged, hydraulic fluid depleted. This didn't happen suddenly. This was months of deferred maintenance. Check the maintenance logs. See inspection on February 1st. Interview Ray. Did this inspection happen? No, sir. That log entry is false. Truck hasn't been inspected since November. Who entered this log? Operations project manager named Tiffany. NTSB interviews Tiffany. She tries to explain. I was optimizing maintenance schedules based on actual vehicle condition. You falsified federal safety records. I was making operational decisions based on efficiency metrics. You certified inspections that never happened. That's a federal crime. Investigation expands. They find all 40 falsified records. Pattern of systematic safety violations over 4 months. All entered by Tiffany. All inspections that never occurred. NTSB refers case to OSHA for enforcement action. OSHA investigation begins. They're thorough and angry. Commercial vehicle fatalities with falsified records. This is worst-case scenario. Interview everyone. Me, Ray, Tiffany, Amanda, Frank, mechanics, drivers. I provide all my documentation, every email warning about safety. Amanda's response is dismissing concerns, protecting Tiffany. Ray provides his documentation. Proof inspections never happened. OSHA determines this is willful violation. Company knew about safety violations and deliberately ignored them. March 2025, OSHA issues findings in Pine. Willful violation of federal safety regulations resulting in fatalities. Pine. $12 million, largest in company history. Plus mandatory safety stand down. All operations cease until full fleet audit. This means 180 trucks offline, no revenue, fixed costs continuing. Company is hemorrhaging money, $200,000 per day in lost revenue. April 2025, wrongful death lawsuits filed. Family's attorneys sue company for $28 million. $7 million per person killed, all 4 family members. Discovery begins. They subpoena all our records. Find everything. My warnings, Amanda's dismissals, Tiffany's falsifications. Depositions begin. I'm questioned for 8 hours. Tell them everything. Show them all my documentation. I warned both the project manager and HR director repeatedly. I documented safety violations. I escalated to CEO. I was told I was being resistant and creating hostile environment. Attorneys are shocked. HR investigated you for reporting safety violations. Yes, Amanda said I was undermining female management. Tiffany's deposition is disaster for the company. She admits falsifying records, but claims it was operational optimization. Did you have authority to skip federally required inspections? I believed I was making appropriate operational decisions. But did you have that authority? I was operations project manager. I managed operations. Amanda's deposition is worse. Asked about my warnings, she admits receiving them. Why didn't you investigate the safety violations? I believe Daniel was exaggerating due to resistance to new management. He provided documentation of falsified federal records. I thought it was management-style conflict, not safety issue. 4 people died. Did that change your assessment? She starts crying, can't answer. May 2025, insurance company reviews the case. Company has $50 million liability policy, should cover the lawsuit. But insurance investigators find the willful violation determination and the falsified records and Amanda's knowledge. This is willful misconduct. Policy explicitly excludes coverage. Company knowingly violated safety regulations. We're denying the claim. Company is liable for full amount. Frank, the CEO, is devastated. We're not covered. No, sir. Willful violation voids the policy. Company has to pay $28 million wrongful death settlement. Total liability, $40 million. Company annual revenue, $40 million. We're functionally bankrupt, can't pay these amounts. June 2025, emergency board meeting. Company has to file bankruptcy, no other option. Can't pay the judgments, can't continue operating. File Chapter 7 liquidation, complete dissolution. 450 employees are laid off immediately. Everyone loses their jobs. 26-year-old company is over in 1 month. July 2025, bankruptcy proceedings. Family's attorneys amend lawsuit to include personal liability. Sue Amanda and Tiffany individually for willful misconduct. Amanda covered up known safety violations, retaliated against whistleblower. Tiffany falsified federal records, caused the deaths through negligence. Both are personally liable for portions of the $28 million judgment. Amanda, $8 million personal judgment. Tiffany, $6 million personal judgment. Neither has this money. Both file personal bankruptcy. But wrongful death judgments survive bankruptcy. Follow them forever. August 2025, liquidation auction. Everything sold. Trucks, equipment, office furniture, computers. I'm hired as bankruptcy liquidator, $85 per hour to document and sell. Walking through offices where I worked for 20 years. Putting auction stickers on desks where friends used to work. Server room where dispatch coordinated 180 trucks, now silent. Conference room where we planned routes, now empty. This is what it feels like when a company dies. Not dramatic, just quiet and sad and empty. September 2025, final accounting. Company assets sold for $18 million. After paying secured creditors and bankruptcy costs, nothing left. Families get nothing. $28 million judgment is worthless. OSHA fine is discharged in bankruptcy. Government gets nothing. 450 people lost their jobs, got nothing. 4 people lost their lives. Families got nothing. Only winners are bankruptcy lawyers and liquidators like me. Now it's February 2026, 1 year after the crash. I'm still doing bankruptcy work, finishing final documentation. Today is last day in the building before new owner takes possession. Walking through empty offices one final time. Thinking about Frank, who built this from one truck. About the 450 people who had careers here. About Marcus, the driver, who has PTSD and can't drive anymore. About the family, killed on Valentine's Day coming home from dinner. About how it all could have been prevented. If Amanda had listened to my warnings. If she'd investigated Tiffany instead of investigating me. If she'd valued safety over friendship. But she didn't, and now we're here. Amanda lost everything. House, savings, career. $8 million judgment follows her forever. She'll never pay it. Working retail job, making $38,000. Same industry she came from. Unemployable in HR, blacklisted for the retaliation and cover-up. Tiffany, same situation. $6 million judgment, working at call center for $35,000. Can't get operations job anywhere. Her name is toxic. Both of them destroyed financially and professionally. But 4 people are still dead. Nothing changes that. Frank, the founder, lost his life's work. 26 years building a company, gone in 6 months. He's 63, too old to start over, retired broken. Ray, the maintenance supervisor, found job at another company. But he's traumatized, blames himself, even though he tried to stop it. Marcus, the driver, can't drive trucks anymore. Has nightmares about brakes failing, seeing that family's car. He was just doing his job. His brakes failed, not his fault. But he lives with it every day. The family, killed on Valentine's Day, 2025. 2 parents, 2 kids, all gone in an instant. Grandparents are raising the extended family now. Sisters without brothers, cousins without cousins. All because Tiffany wanted better utilization metrics. And Amanda protected her friend instead of listening to safety warnings. That's the cost. That's what protecting your friend means. When your friend is ignoring federal safety regulations. And you're the HR director who's supposed to enforce compliance. You don't get to blame management-style conflicts. You don't get to claim you didn't know. I sent you 47 emails over 4 months warning about safety violations. You investigated me for hostile work environment instead. And now 4 people are dead and a company is dissolved. I'm standing in an empty lobby for the last time. Auction tag on the reception desk, $75. Company sign on the wall will be thrown away, no value. Photos of 26 years of history going in the dumpster. This is what $40 million looks like when it dies. Because an HR director chose friendship over physics. And physics won like it always does. I locked the door, turning the keys to the bankruptcy trustee. Nashville Logistics Solutions is officially over. 450 jobs gone, $40 million in value erased for lives lost. All preventable, all documented, all ignored. Because Amanda thought protecting Tiffany was more important than OSHA. And learned the hard way that you can't protect your friends from brake failure. You can't protect your friends from federal investigators. You can't protect your friends from the families of dead children. And you can't protect your friends from physics. Physics doesn't care about your friendship. Gravity doesn't care about loyalty. And DOT regulations aren't suggestions. They're written in blood. From accidents exactly like this. That's what I think about as I walk away. From the empty building that used to be my career. From the company that used to be Frank's legacy. From the trucks that used to employ 450 people. All gone because 2 people valued the wrong things. Efficiency over safety. Friendship over compliance. Metrics over lives. And now they're both bankrupt with multi-million-dollar judgments. Working retail and call centers. While the family is still dead. And the company is still gone. And I'm still here. Documenting the ruins. Of what happens when HR protects the wrong person. That's my story. That's how you bankrupt a $40 million company in 6 months. You hire an HR director who values friendship. She hires her friend who values metrics. The friend falsifies safety records. The HR director covers it up. Someone tries to report it. HR investigates them instead. The brakes fail. 4 people die. OSHA fines $12 million. Lawsuits demand $28 million. Insurance denies coverage. Company files bankruptcy. Everything liquidates. Everyone loses. Except physics. Physics always wins. That's the lesson. From the empty offices of Nashville Logistics Solutions. 1998 to 2025. Built over 26 years. Destroyed in 6 months. By an HR director who protected her friend instead of protecting the workers. And now we're all paying the price. Some of us with careers. Some of us with money, some of us with trauma, and 4 of us with our lives.